cunts. How about that? You could try to kill yourself like 5 times, Randy, and it doesn't equate to talking shit to Bex. Don't fucking do it again. Don't ever fucking talk to Bex like that again, you fucking stupid, vapid cunts. How about that? You could try to kill yourself like 5 times, Randy, and it doesn't equate to talking shit to Bex. Don't fucking do it again. Don't ever fucking talk to Bex like that again, you fucking stupid, vapid cunts. How about that? You could try to kill yourself like 5 times, Randy, and it doesn't equate to talking shit to Bex. Don't fucking do it again. Don't ever fucking talk to Bex like that again, you fucking stupid, vapid cunts. How about that? You could try to kill yourself like 5 times, Randy, and it doesn't equate to talking shit to Bex. Don't fucking do it again.
Right. Who is that, you say? That was after our live last night, which didn't talk about any of this. That was a live that went on. And I don't want this to be long because I have things to do today. So yeah, she's Peach. She's Peach. And that's why I put trigger warning in the title. I will say after I set this live up, there was an apology written in Discord along with some other bullshit. I do not, however, accept your apology because you said that shit with your whole drunk ass chest last night. How did it get there? I don't know, Tara. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how this became about them. I don't know how this at all, they thought this at all had fuck all to do with them. Yeah, Scott, they are. And it's sad. Like, I was so disgusted last night. The only thing I want to say here is this shit is don't drink and go live. Amen. And or be able to handle your alcohol. Because there was a whole lot more said. A whole lot more. And I've got the stream and I'm sorry, Wendy will be here in a minute. Y'all, she had to use the restroom. Sorry. And I'm debating whether or not to play that stream. What I was hoping for was to work it out behind the scenes. Someone talked to me, but I was ignored until I set up a live. Not by some people, but by the one that said this. Hey, Blue Magoo, how are you? Well, Olivia, you can't. They say, a drunken mind speaks a sober heart. Truth serum, you're right. So, well, I know you are Blue Magoo because I've been watching. I'm sub to you, and I watch you play video games sometimes. I don't really I don't know a lot about video games. Hey, PJ, sweet Charlie. I'm sorry I haven't said hi to people.
Hey, I'm here now. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I don't know, Pussycat. I don't know. Huge idiot. I have to say, I think we said that a few times last night. Friends don't let friends stream drunk. Hold on, y'all. I was threatened in the, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So I'm just waiting on something to say. People are begging you guys for attention. I don't know, Debbie Doll. I don't know if it's for that. I understand wanting your side of the story told. I don't understand attacking in the middle of it. Wendy, you all right?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Yes, I'm just listening.
I have to say, when I saw Diane share that, I was shocked. Yep, sure was.
Yeah, I was a little disgusting, but yeah, I don't know. Did you want to talk about? Did you get clips, or do you want to?
I did get clips. I did. I'm seeing if it can be worked out, but I'm not getting an answer. So
I don't need anything to be worked out. Honestly, I'm good.
All right.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'm good.
Let's see.
Hey, Angel. So good to see you, honey.
I kind of want to review it as quick as we can because I got things to do today that don't include this. But I just want, listen, I'll let Jim listen to that. I'm not going to say what he said because he doesn't usually speak in that language, but I was like, listen. Yeah, I was like, listen to this. This is what was said. And he didn't want to say much because it was a female, so he shut himself down, but let me make sure this is it. Yeah. And I went on ahead for your viewing pleasure and got the stream too, You ready? Here we go. Tell me if I have to slow it down.
Yeah, you probably need to slow it down. Yes.
Yeah. I slowed it down after this, but hey, Freeside.
I'm gonna talk about.
Okay, speed it back up.
Now we sound drunk because they seem to be being treated very badly, and I'm not. I guess I just want to say for the record that I don't care what happens in Diane's Discord. I never cared if they're talking shit. I don't care what they say about me. I don't care. These people, and there was more than one, and they're still in there, by the way. So that's also funny to watch. But regardless, came to me because they could see what was happening. There was an active campaign to destroy Randy, and maybe.
Okay. I know Diane put her link out recently, I think on her community post or something. For anybody who wants to join her Discord, you can go in there and read back through the stuff that's been said in the past and make your own decision on whether or not that server has been used to make some kind of like hate campaign against Randy.
Are we going to speak on that again? Do we need to?
I mean, listen, don't believe me. I don't care. Honestly, I don't understand. I don't care. Don't believe me. I know what I saw. and I know what I heard. I don't know if things have been wiped or clean or or deleted or whatever. I know what I saw and I know what I heard, and everything that I saw and everything that I heard all pointed to the same conclusion. Also, your channel being struck 6 times. Also, knowing that someone is a known liar who will lie even about the unthinkable. Also, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I feel like if you don't want to believe me or you don't feel like you participated in that, fine. That doesn't mean that it wasn't happening. And in my opinion, it was happening. And you can disagree with me and tell me that that's not true all you want. I don't care. This is my opinion. I have my opinion. I've seen enough. I saw what I needed to say, or, what I needed to see to know that Sin was saying something completely different to them than she was saying to me. And I'm not sure where it was said that I've been talking to Sin since October. That is not true. My message with Sin started at March. I'll get you the exact date. Hold, please.
Okay.
I haven't been talking to her since October. That's insane. I have other messages with her over time because we were friends, but this whole thing started on March. I'm scrolling back right now. On March 2nd. And my last message from her was on March 9th. So between the 2nd and the 9th, that's 7 days. Those are where my DMs are with her. They're not from October. So I don't know who told you that or why, but that isn't true. And honestly, if you don't want to believe me, then don't believe me. If you feel like you didn't participate in something like that, then great. Good. I'm glad. Honestly, I don't care. I really, really just don't care anymore. So done caring about this.
Yeah. It was just, I think it was the venom and the denial, and there's one person that's just
the insistence that this in any way, shape, or form is about these two individuals right here is asinine to me. I don't feel like these two people are involved.
No.
Not to the degree that I think they think they're involved, I guess. Maybe that's it. I don't feel like, I don't know. I certainly don't feel like they seem to be presenting that Alex is some ringleader of the Takedown Randy group or whatever, which I have never said and I do not believe. So I don't know why she would think that. This whole thing is so out of hand.
Way too far. Yeah, it's a way too far. I used the Takedown Randy group just as a reference to a couple of things that went on. I did not mean that literal, and that was taken so literal that there's no convincing these two that they weren't even a thought in my head about being in the group. And
I know that Alex was in the Discord. I do know that. I do know that she was asking to see proof of things. I do know that. The comment that I mentioned when we were live that night was a comment that I saw in Diane's chat where she said, "I'm not going to lie. I want to see it all, or I'm curious to see more." It wasn't and then she tried to tell me that she was just asking for proof. That's not what you were doing. Go back and look at the chat. Like, you were saying that, you want the tea, you want the drama, you're there. And so I think that people might have been in there for varying reasons. Of some might have had a deeper vendetta. Some might have, no, we can't. Some might have had a deeper vendetta. Some might have, just been there for the tea or the drama of it all. It wasn't that deep to some, maybe deeper to others. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I didn't get a bunch of screenshots of shit talk. I mean, to me, that's what makes it different from other like mole things.
Yeah.
Which and we can just agree to disagree, I guess, because I still feel like that's very different. When these people brought me the stuff that they brought me, they were disgusted with what they were seeing. And I know that vagueness is hard, but specifically Sin and Pickle and Diane, obviously, and a few other, I don't know. I really want to be done talking about it, honestly.
I do too. I do too. And yet again, I feel the need to defend myself on why I told the story, and we'll get to that part because it's a big deal to them.
It might be a foreign concept, but in this Discord place, if people have a common, like a common mindset about you, they might share their feelings and thoughts together, and they might talk about it. That's part of what actually makes this all work, is the conversations that happen about what creators do on their channels in Discord.
Right. And let me just say, I'm not refusing to speak to Alex. I don't know where that comes from.
So because you're discussed in a Discord, or what you do or don't do is discussed in a Discord, doesn't mean it's like out to get you, like destroy you or anything like that. It's quite the opposite, because I don't think anybody wants to see anybody's channel taken down.
I'm going to have to beg to differ with the 6 strikes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the most disgusting story I think this platform has ever heard of.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to beg to differ as well.
Because the words that were used was, I've got something to take Randy's channel down. And then the person that she messaged that to said, oh, what is it? And no, I'm not. I'm playing. She didn't. I'm not going to say that she was like, ooh, what is it? But she then said, okay, what is it? And I understand that curiosity. I probably would have wanted to know the same thing. Diane, this is not me coming at you at all. At all. I am upset that you promoted this after what was said last night. Yes, I am. But you already know that because I messaged that to you and you're ignoring me. Okay.
Right. It's funny because they say things like, well, I don't know why they don't come to me. Because when we do, you ignore us unless you want something. So, I mean, that's why. As far as Alex goes, you've asked to talk to Alex. She said no. She said no privately. She said no publicly. Like, you've asked to talk to her. She said no. So this whole thing, oh, you should come to me. You should ask me. Why? When we do, we get ignored.
Right.
Unless it can somehow benefit you. And as far as that night of, going into your Discord and giving you all the tea, why should I? We had a Google Meet that night, so I was involved in that, with people that actually like us. Why should I go into your Discord and tell you all the tea? There's no reason to do that. You don't need to know that. So I chose to be with, our people instead. I never agreed to come into
Tyler.
to tell you anything.
Right. That was like, where were you? Where were you? With the people that care.
Yeah, I was with people who actually like me. That's where I was. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry if that's selfish.
Welcome back, Sky. You're gonna love it here. Okay.
Or to watch the drama. So that's just a little bit of like a weird narrative, in my opinion. But the dramatics are probably my favorite about it, because it's super dramatic to use these words like destroy.
Yeah.
What other word would be suffice?
It's funny because the only dramatics I see are these two.
Yes.
You're being genuine, and you don't have to believe that. I don't care. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You just know that you don't like me. That's what you know. And I don't care. I honestly don't care. But the dramatics of, you can hurt yourself 5 times. That's dramatics.
Right.
We were being sincere, but you don't have to believe that. I don't care. Don't believe it.
I think that's
Sinister.
crazy to frame it in that way. It's like catastrophic. It's over the top to destroy Randy and maybe me. I assure you that is not what was going on. And granted,
But because Wendy had people in there telling her that that's what they thought was happening, that absolutely means you all must believe it because somebody told it to Wendy, and that must make it true. Never mind the entire Discord full of people who say that's not true and you're being misled. Wendy is choosing to believe her moles because that fits the story she wants to tell.
No.
Well,
no.
Go ahead.
I'm believing what I see with my own eyes and hear with my own ears. That's what I'm believing. Nobody's telling me a narrative. I saw exactly what was happening. I saw exactly the kinds of things that were said. I saw exactly what the goal was. That's what I saw. And I could tell instantly that what was being told to you guys in there by Sin was something very different than she was telling me. So that was where I focused my energies in dealing with that. And I feel like I did. Had nothing to do with, never mind. It had nothing to do with some of these things that you guys keep bringing up. But no, nobody led me to believe that. I looked at it and I saw it with my own eyes and I heard it with my own ears. That's where I got the ideas that I got. Nobody fed me anything.
Right.
Or told me how to interpret what I was looking at.
And nothing we've said has, exaggerated or overstated any truths for the person that wrote that.
Well, you know what I will say here? This is a great part to ask them to name names, because when you say that
we can't do that.
Well, I think that right. So if we want to name a name, maybe Sin wanted to take down Randy or her channel. Maybe that's what they're saying. But who else? Because so many people are being lumped in with that. And that's where it's important to name names. You have to clarify. You cannot throw a blanket statement on people like that. And just one thing about the moles, I cannot get over the fact that it's being framed like these moles are, being treated badly, that they're doing a service to people by coming forward.
Me either, Sarah.
That what they're doing
heroes.
is so, they're heroes, when really, to me, it seems kind of cowardly. And I think that's how moles are in general, right? They're usually people who want to stir up shit, and people who, like, if you're a mole in that Discord and you have a problem with what's going on, why not stand up and say it? Like, why are you not, talking against some of the points or the lies that are being thrown up?
Because when someone, what do y'all do when someone says, I fucked up? What do y'all do? Tell them. Go ahead and tell them. Not that this person messed up in any type of way, because they didn't. They took other people's words and said, this has gone too far. This is what's happening. Y'all don't like that, and I get it. I wouldn't either. But I'm glad it happened.
Yeah. Pammy B, that's how I see it too. They're very much wanting to know who said what to me, who gave me what. They very much want to know all of that. That's why they're insisting on me saying names and, putting out more specific details. And I'm not going to do that because like I said before, these people, I wasn't given like shit talk and bad talk, whatever. I wasn't given any of that because I don't care, honestly, truly. I'm sure there are Discords all over this community where I'm being shit talked every day. Couldn't care less. I'm sure you're being shit talked in my Discord too. Maybe not. But regardless, don't care. Like that's such a non-factor to me. But what specifically was told to me was that it was making them sick, what they were watching happen. And I have to agree. It was making me sick too.
Right. And, innocent friends were caught in the fucking crossfire. I don't believe that, because we have spoken on no one.
Well, I feel like we have been more than clear, like if this doesn't include you, if you weren't party to this, if you weren't involved in this, if you weren't in that Discord, or you weren't partaking in the conversations, or you weren't then this isn't about you. There's no reason for you to be bothered or upset or sad or mad. But some people keep insisting that somehow, we've accused them of something when we haven't.
Well, Testicle can't redact the names and show it because what they're trying to do is narrow down stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Am I wrong?
No, if I redact the names, you're still going to know who it is. Like, it doesn't even matter. What matters is that the truth came out. Like, can't we just focus on that? The truth came out. It doesn't matter anymore who was trying to do what.
Right.
It's obviously not over for Diane, since she thinks that promoting this disgusting, sloppy stream was appropriate. I don't understand, Diane. I don't get it. I swear, every time I feel like we're coming to a place of, peaceful coexistence, you pull another stunt, and I don't understand. But whatever.
Right.
It's just, so ridiculous to me. It's so fucking ridiculous.
I think that got me worse than what. No, that's not. No, it didn't get me worse than what was said on this panel, but it got me because I'm like thinking we have open communication now. Things are going to get better. We're going to ease into this, and boom, a pie in your face.
Yeah. Yes. Call it as I see it. That's exactly what it is.
Calling out bullshit.
They were being good friends. They were calling out bullshit. They're putting a stop to something disgusting that was happening. And I appreciate them very, very much. So no, I'm not going to put out partial anything. I'm not going to let you decide for yourself. I'm not going to do any of that because it's going to identify them. And I'm not willing to do that.
No. They deserve to stay anonymous. They deserve it.
Out there, why aren't you taking a public stand or even just the behind the scenes stand in the Discord? Why are you taking information, not just comments and screenshots, but you're recording a voice chat? I just think it's so ridiculous to label somebody who's doing that as a hero.
Right, because in the past, recording voice chats is bad. It's something we don't do. Definitely.
They were really taking this hero thing way too serious. Don't
very
you think?
offended. Wow, they're very offended by that, and good. You should be.
We don't do it within our own.
Offended. Don't care.
Yeah.
People. And if it ever is done, let's say, like, what's a good reason that if somebody is making threats or someone is in harm, something harmful could be happening. Okay, those might be reasons somebody might want to record a voice chat. But just for the dramatics of it, that's just a little. I mean, here's my thing.
I love how you keep saying dramatics, and that way people will think it was just dramatics. You just don't like that your words were recorded.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean, there's no dramatics. What are you talking about? Dramatics. I don't even know what you're saying. You're being dramatic, and you're being vague. Well, spit it out. What are you trying to even say?
Like, yeah, I know. It was like blah, 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 blah.
Thing. I don't want to take somebody's word for it. I think we should hear the voice chat myself. I think it should be played for everybody to hear so they can make their own mind up.
5 seconds of that fucking shit. Play a little clip. Do a little teaser. Like, cough it up. Otherwise, toe tags or it didn't fucking happen. And nothing was even said. So, like...
So what she means by toe tags, let me just clear this up for everyone. If you say you have a family member that's passed away, Kimmy needs a toe tag or it didn't happen. She said that earlier in the stream. I didn't get it recorded. But yeah, and now I guess toe tags or it didn't happen is a thing. Okay.
I don't know. I think that we've seen enough. Well, how about the fact that, and I don't even know if Kim EP was in that Discord, so I have no idea how much she even knows went down in there. I have no idea. But how about the lack of toe tag? First of all, toe tags is vile. I'm not even using that.
Yeah, I can't even think.
Let's just call it proof, okay? Can we be grown? Fucking sloppy. Anyway, the proof is that Sin made a lot of accusations and made a lot of told a lot of stories and backed up none of them. So that is the proof right there. How about that? Is that good enough? I don't need to show you proof of what I was sent.
No. You know what? If you were in that voice chat, you know what you said. And if you didn't speak, you know what you heard. I think that you think by trying to say that we're bluffing, that, it was never given, that we're not in kindergarten. I know you said I was old, and with age comes wisdom. I see
Well,
through
I
you.
mean, how can I be bluffing and get it all right? I
Right.
mean, I don't understand. That's a pretty good guess, then, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right.
Years ago, this used to be a thing. Like, you would like tease, like, oh yeah, I know something that somebody said. Like, let's like smoke them out. Let's smoke them out. Let's make them sweat. Like, this is like so-and-so tactics. Can't say her name. Like, you guys know what I'm saying. Like, it's just a troll
Mhm.
tactic used to like smoke them out.
Well-
Like, to try to get people.
Okay. You're talking about so-and-so. Can't say their name, but we're supposed to say names. Makes sense.
Yeah, riled up or whatever, make them sweat, make them all freak the fuck out. And I'm just sitting there like, you guys are all
Okay.
retarded. Who
Okay.
gives a shit?
No, I think she means like the kind you
Yes,
find in
yeah,
the morgue.
Yeah, you just tow a car, you get tagged. Yes.
All right, let's continue.
Even me along with her. And it was pretty deep.
Mhm.
And that is why they came to me. They weren't trying to be shit stirrers. They weren't trying to, in my eyes, maybe in their eyes, they're going to see it differently. And they, of course, they have every right. I just want to share my own perspective, I guess, in my eyes. And according to what they told me, because they've even felt bad. They're like, I know I shouldn't be doing this. I know that we're not supposed to do this, but I can't watch this happen anymore. This is going to be really, really bad. And
Oof.
you
Ugh.
need to know. You need to know what's happening in there.
You need to know what's happening. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Don't you guys remember? Isn't that what Randy told Natasha when she said Starlight's not your friend? Oh, yeah?
No.
Yeah?
No. That is not what I said.
You need to know the
Mm.
truth, y'all. You need to know
Yeah.
the truth.
Well, I mean, I don't know what
And-
I don't know what you need me to say. I mean, that is what they said to me. Is that so weird? That's what they said. You need to know what's going on. I can't watch this for one more second and not say anything. This is so disgusting. What's happening? I mean, those are the things that were said to me. And again, believe me or don't care. It's not about you at all.
It's not, but y'all seem to want it to be. I don't know. Is that what I don't get it?
It was definitely an eye opener. Yes.
Mhm.
I understand that there's rules. You don't take stuff out of Discord. I understand. You get in trouble for that. Moles are bad. I get it. I get all of that. But there's something else.
But they're
that's
heroes
also bad.
today. They're heroes
Someone
today.
else's destruction is also bad,
Shut them. I can't.
especially when it's based on lies.
I'm throwing my-
I love how they're playing our shit, and Kimmy keeps saying, "Shut up." Like, what?
Well, she's not alone. I was saying that quite a bit myself last night.
Yeah.
It was very embarrassing, very sloppy and gross, but it's all right. Whatever. These are not my people. Sorry. They're just not. These are not my
No.
people at all.
No.
my socks across the room.
And that's what was happening here.
Sure. Yep.
So to
Yep.
me, those people, I thank them from the bottom of my heart that they did that. I will never tell a soul who you are. I haven't even told Randy who you are.
There's the hero.
Oh, wait, I have
And I
something for that.
appreciate what you tried to do. Because
Wait, we gotta wait.
because of you, this stopped before it got completely.
Can I
out of hand.
respond? I'm going to
Yes,
respond to
exactly.
Sarah's comment real quick. Can I?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Hartley's comment. It's not Sarah's comment. Sarah said something earlier, but I forgot it now. But Hartley said Samara was a mole in Randy's Discord. I don't remember Samara being called a hero, just saying. And you're right. What Samara did, I still don't understand what Samara was doing.
I don't
or why.
either.
I don't know
She-
what she took or why she took it. It made no sense at all. It was just, if anything, it was shit talk even. I don't even know what she took. And I don't know why. There is a difference between, in my head, in my eyes, and maybe I'm, maybe this is just me, and you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to feel the same. But I think there's a difference between somebody just pulling out a bunch of shit talk out of context and bringing it to someone going, oh, look what they're saying about you in this Discord. Oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's a difference in that and this. To me. And maybe maybe I'll change my mind on that someday. Maybe I'll realize that no, it's all bad, it's all this, whatever. I don't know how I'll feel. I just know how I feel right now. And and how I feel right now is I appreciate that somebody was willing to stand up and do the right thing. And I'm sure if they thought that they could get away with standing up and saying so in the presence of all of those people without being completely destroyed and screeched at or whatever and shut down instantly, then they probably would have kept it in-house. But they knew that that wasn't going to be able to happen because everybody seemed to all have the same goal, except for a small few. And that was, to make sure that, Sin tells her story and humiliates Randy to the highest degree and prove her a liar and maybe even get rid of her channel.
Yeah.
You can say all you want that wasn't the goal, but it was. That is exactly what the goal was. And maybe to varying degrees. Maybe to some people, it wasn't really that big of a goal, but they liked the idea of a shit show and they love the drama and it's been pretty boring around here. And, hey, it's not a big deal. It's not that deep. Maybe that's the case for some people. Maybe other people were, really invested and really, really wanted this to go, well and really, really hurt Randy. I don't know. I mean, only you guys can answer that. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to be too honest about it. So honestly, like I said, to me, all I needed was the proof that Sin wasn't being truthful. They didn't call it as I see it. They very much debated. Yes, they did. They very much debated whether or not they should talk to me. They told me that too. They it wasn't juicy tea. They were really upset and sad. And you can believe that or not. I don't care.
Right. And I agree with Tater. Hit the thumbs up, please.
And once again, I'm so sorry for the way you're treated.
What exactly did the mole stop, though? I mean, she's saying
going live about her own fucking
you
horrible
don't know that, Alex.
No,
if you don't know, hold on,
Randy.
Randy, hit pause.
It's hard when the voices
I
are
know
playing.
it's hard. if you don't know, Alex, if you don't know what exactly the mole stopped, then you really shouldn't be speaking on this. Because you obviously don't know what's going on. So I don't even know why you're even talking about it. Truly. Like, you can't even keep up with the simple story, then I don't know why you're speaking on it.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Like, when I saw the name of that stream, I was surprised. I'm like, I thought this was gonna die down. We clarified some things at the beginning of our stream. That wasn't good enough, though. Even though you two were never a thought. Ever. To me.
No.
So that's a great.
They stopped Diane from talking about the
think that's
sex
a
abuse
great
story?
point.
Oh, but Diane didn't do that on
She
her
didn't?
channel.
She didn't?
No,
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was
You
never
didn't
a
take a
goal.
date?
Pause, Randy. That was never a goal. We never. That story was after everything else. So that story was nothing. Nobody cared if Diane told that story or not. I understand why she didn't, and that's perfectly fine. It's Randy's story to tell or not. Nobody else even needs to be worried about that story. It's Randy's story. It happened to her. It involves her and her family. Nobody was even thinking about that at all, as far as like what Diane was or wasn't supposed to do. Diane, had a long conversation with us. She very much led us to believe, in my opinion, that she was going to go live and make sure that everybody knew that Sin was a liar and that, this was over. And she even picked out a song and she was all excited about the song, Misled, and she even named her stream Misled.
Mm-hmm.
And then between that and the 2 days following, she obviously changed her mind and did a stream that was completely different than the one she told us she was going to do. So we came live instead. And we told the story. But this whole thing that they're saying right here about I don't know, like stopping Diane from telling the story. I mean, that was never even a goal. So I don't even know why you're saying that, but whatever.
Yeah. And in fact, that's why I said, that night of the stream, that the talk we had with Diane felt good. That okay, somebody in this stream probably haven't said it. They probably haven't said it yet. Says, "Oh, I doubt she was giddy." No, she was pure giddy over there being a song called "Misled" by
Yeah, she was really excited about it. She laughed. She thought it was funny. She thought, I thought it was so great. And it's even by Kool and the Gang. And she thought it was great.
Right. And Anastasia, I don't know what proof you want to see, Hunty. Don't know.
8? Aww.
Oh dear.
That stinks.
What you say, Mo?
I was just gonna say, I think that's important right there to send home a reminder that this information, I'm not even going to talk about what it was, right? It was a story about Randy's family, and out of respect for her, because we don't talk about families, I'm not even going to be like graphic about it, but that story was, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was only shared with Diane. And so by saying that this mole took things from Diane's Discord, stopped this ultimate destruction, that never left Diane's mouth until it was shared with Randy and Wendy. Diane should actually, they should be thankful to Diane because she never platformed it, right? She was never going to take it live. She took it to them so they were aware.
Okay. First of all, Anastasia, if you don't believe us, don't give a shit. And
we know all of this, what she's saying. We know Diane didn't platform it. She said no. Sin brought this to her privately. Diane said absolutely not. We know all of that. I don't know why that's being framed like that's in question. It's not. We know all of that, and that's fine. I don't understand this part.
But we didn't expect her to. And no, I don't know when that story was told to Diane. I didn't find out that day. So stop it.
This whole idea of the mole saving something from growing into a bigger issue, the mole never had that information. That was all Diane who put a stop to that story. That's
right. It's not about that story. That's the point. The mole didn't bring me that story. Diane did. See, you're mixing up too many things. That story was not involved in anything the mole brought me. And it's moles, it's plural, by the way, but that story was never brought to me by them. It was brought to me by Diane. Well, brought to us. Randy was there too. Diane told us that story herself. I think even before she told the rest of her Discord that story, I believe.
Yeah.
And at no time did I think that the mole stopped that story from being made public. That didn't happen. They're not even connected.
And I don't think it stopped when Diane told the story. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Y'all only know what y'all do. Right? I don't.
Yep. So let's just continue to listen to this dramatics here.
Dramatics. Keep saying it.
Yeah. Can you say gaslighting? I can. Anyway, go ahead.
Everybody get their gas mask. If you're a member, you have the gas mask emoji. If you're not a member, why ain't you?
It's thick up in here.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, so fucking rude. Oh, I don't consider them moles either. I think of them as people with a conscience. They wanted to stop the destruction of another person. That's exactly how I see it. That's exactly how I see it.
Destruction.
Randy seemed to be the target. They wanted Randy to be destroyed.
Yes.
Destroyed.
Yes, Debbie, for sure.
I can't even.
It's hilarious, ain't it?
Bookie Worm,
okay. Where is the gas mask? Did you take it down?
No, I still have the gas mask.
I don't see it.
It's always hard to.
Maybe I'm blind because I'm old.
Is that it? I'm old too. What
is
that?
I see.
What did I just put in there?
I see like a firefighter. Is that it?
Yeah, he's wearing a gas mask.
Oh, Jesus Lord. Okay.
Don't judge me.
All right.
You know when I'm left to my own devices what may happen.
Lord have mercy. All right. Well, we'll work on that. We'll get her a new one, you guys. But instead, in the meantime, we can use this.
Yes.
All right. right, go ahead.
having hallucinations.
That way we can go all the way deep because I don't want to talk about this again ever. What we've waited 2 days for this live stream. Hey Carrie. Hey D-Rod.
Hey, Carrie.
And can you imagine waiting 2 days for that? A whole 2 days. Here's why we said that. We were told that Diane was going to go live with it the next day. Not 2 days, 1 day. That's what we were told. So that's why I said we waited 2 days. Maybe you should, I don't know, ask a few questions, but that, that wouldn't fit your narrative of the dramatics. Because that wasn't about lies that were told. That wasn't about, I was trying to be destroyed with lies.
You're disappointed. Pause it,
Somebody
please,
had a mole
Alex.
in a Discord, they thought.
You're disappointed that Diane, a person that you are actively fucking being, quote, taken down, this person is taking you down, hates you, you hate her, you guys are like fucking sucker punching each other, whatever. You're disappointed that Diane did not fucking talk about a lie about your family's alleged SA. Like,
Good night, Shiva.
Oh my God. All right.
Yeah, no, we're not. I don't even know what you're talking about. No, we're not. That statement doesn't even make sense.
Not much of what she said made sense last night. And I can say, you have no idea what you're speaking of. We were disappointed because we were told she was going live the next day. Then she went live the next day and mainly talked about there being a mole, not the fact of what was happening. I don't even know that she called out Sin on that live. We can certainly record it and go over it. Hey, did you also know that she said she was going to take down the bullshit that Sin said, but it's still up because, views?
I did that somebody did not fucking talk
Hey, Wendy V. Hey, Speak
about
Truth.
that. Did not talk about that. Like, what the fuck are you? You're fucking retarded and gross.
Well, here's the thing.
That's you and your words.
Yeah, that isn't what we wanted her to talk about ever. I don't even know why you're saying that or where you got that information. But that isn't true at all. And you're showing your ass right now. Somebody should probably tell you, since it doesn't seem like anybody in that chat is going to. You look ridiculous and you sound even worse.
Oh, later on, somebody's like, whenever she says that about, trying to kill yourself 5 times or whatever she said, somebody's like, oh, Kimmy's on it. Fire. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. She was on fire, all right.
Right. So when the Starlight's Discord was really quiet and the Randy and Wendy weren't saying much, things that were being talked about at times were, hey, can you guys not talk about personal stuff involving Sin's life? Leave it to the trolling stuff. The stuff about her family shouldn't be a topic. It was making people uncomfortable. When Diane did tell that story in her Discord, the same thing was told to Diane. Hey, that is off limits. That is not something that needs to be used for consumption, although it has been now. It is very much, what, to me, I can't even go into that. I'll get off topic, but yeah, not for YouTube consumption. And that's why Diane didn't talk about it, because she.
Okay, this is for Sarah and Veruca Salty Salt, and these two on the panel. There's 3 of them up there, but these 2 on the panel. Listen, I don't know how many times I have to say this. The reason that I told that story was because it had spread, and I knew there were people that would, and let me say that, Mandy Bell, I hope you're listening, because you seemed to be, you was really bothered about it last night. There are people here that would platform Sin and let her tell that story, and they still may, but I took the power. It's bullshit. It's a lie. No, it's bullshit. And that's why I told it. Because I would rather me tell it than hear it somewhere else.
She didn't do the same kind of thing that you guys did, honestly. talking about things that shouldn't be made fodder on YouTube. So I think she
They
took
were
the high road.
disappointed. They literally
No.
said in so many words, "We're disappointed she really didn't go ham on the lie that Sim was going to tell about us." But then, I sent you that clip earlier. Like I heard them tonight saying, like,
Yeah, that's not
"Oh, it
true.
wasn't even a real."
That's not true. We weren't disappointed that she wasn't going to go ham about that story. I don't know why you're so stuck on that story. But would have been great if she had gone and said that she was misled, like she planned to, that she was misled completely, and that Sin is full of shit. And don't believe her.
Yeah. Sarah, you're not new. You had a lot to say last night. You're not new. I don't know why you're acting new. You know good and damn well that someone would have platformed that. You know that. What's brought up later is how Sin got to know y'all so well. And I didn't. And Wendy didn't. Okay. Me and Wendy don't have time to stay in Discords all day. Ever. It's rare that I have a day where I can spend a day on a voice chat. It's happened. But Sin has nothing to do but stay in Discord, get to know everyone and everything about everyone, and that is a tactic. Hey, Butter Crumpet. I love the fact that Sarah thinks that this would have just stayed in, and maybe it would. Maybe it would have. I don't know, but I don't think it would have. Do you, Wendy?
No, I don't. But I mean, I don't know. It's just my
Yeah, we'll never
yes.
know.
I mean, how do we know? We're not prophets. I can't tell the future. But I
No.
believe that absolutely somebody else would have taken that story and run with it. Absolutely.
And Mo33 writes in chat, I would never campaign for Randy to lose her channel, and I won't stand by that lie being perpetuated. Nobody's accused you, Mo33.
Literally nobody.
Dino? Yeah.
But there was a campaign for Randy to lose her channel. Ask Pickle Pickle about it. She struck her 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
Sin's entire goal of the story that you guys seem so hooked on was for Randy to go to destroy her channel. It will take her channel down. It will, what did she say? It will destroy Randy's channel?
Yes.
Something like that. I don't remember. Diane knows. Ask her.
Yeah.
A story. It was a lie. So it's like, so why did you fucking go live about it? Because you're going to have psychopaths online.
Well,
they're going to.
Sarah, you're wrong. The mole didn't. Hold on. The mole didn't give me that story. The mole didn't give life to any story. That's not true. The mole did not give me that story. Diane told us that story. So I don't know if you're telling that on purpose. Or maybe you just don't know.
I think she just doesn't know and wants to be involved.
Well, that whole sentence that you just said, the mole gave life to that story, it never would have been spoke on. That is a lie. The moles didn't give any life to any of that story. In fact, they did not tell me that story at all, nor did they speak on it. Diane is the one who told us that story.
Yeah, because Sin went to Diane in private and said, I know how to destroy Randy's channel. Diane said, how? And that story was told. And Diane said, she said, can I say that live? And Diane said, no. The mole, and I don't like calling him, the mole never told that story. Do you understand? If you don't, we can say it again. Because we want to be fucking done.
Oh, it's a lie. And even the people out of Wendy and Randy's own mouth, well, more so Wendy's, even the people that hate us know that this is like a bullshit story, right? But you're giving it fucking legs like a spider.
Well, because
it was already getting legs, you spider.
All the Merbs and all the Natasha Coopers and all these fucking weirdos are gonna be like, well, I call your bluff, checkmate. And they're going to Google your fucking husband now. They're going to make sure there's no fucking like other name. They're fucking weird, and you know that, Randy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But victims, they tend to make better dollar bills here. So
Oh, there
This
it is.
completely. Diane may not realize it yet, but her
Get
live
your
stream.
gas mask out. It is
Yep.
thick.
there it is. Yep. I did it all for money.
Yes,
It's
for
all for
money.
money.
All for
Yeah.
the money.
Naria super chat was given that up. I did all for the money. And the video's not monetized. Carry on.
So stupid, man.
Yeah.
God.
You two know me so
So
well.
pathetic that that's what you come down to at the end of all of that. You think any of this is about money? How fucking lame.
And then Sarah down at the bottom. Sarah, what says you? She's inviting people to troll her with it, but that all leads to more donos.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
No. The thing is, when you don't talk about shit, that's when you get trolled. Like when Randy hadn't come forward with what she tried to do to herself, she was already being trolled with it before she ever said a word publicly.
Mhm.
And we know where that came from too, don't we, Sarah? We do. Yes, we do.
Was not anything of what she told us it was going to be, because she's leaving out that she talked to me too. I don't know why.
now, just so you guys, because you're not in Discord, and I want to make it, I know some of y'all don't want to come in Discord, although we'd love for you to, so
Why
that you
wouldn't
can
you
see
want
things the
to?
way that we see them. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to let this play for a minute.
Okay, good.
Is it true what she said? You think Diane is mad at you, and that's why the divide? I don't know what she is to me. I know what she has said, and what she has said is that none of this would have ever happened to her channel if I didn't do what I did. There's that.
Oh, we're stuck on that. Diane
We're stuck on that.
told us.
We're
she came up with
stuck on that. Well, I'm not the one who brought it up. What are you talking about? We're not stuck on that. And she might be stuck on that. I'm not stuck on any damn thing.
Wendy, it's a pattern with Randy. That's her MO. What is my MO?
To make up essay stories about your family and
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
me.
remember the time that you Jesus, I can't. How does anyone take anybody seriously over there? It's amazing.
Exactly. But Mo, I never saw anyone troll you about the attempt. And if someone did, I had no idea who it is
Yeah,
and not
they
sure why
did.
you said
It
it.
was gross.
They did.
It was gross.
Mhm.
So anyway, that's why you tell it to get it out there.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you say nothing, then it gets passed around like it's a big dirty secret, and then that's when the trolls come out.
Yeah.
But if you just put it out there like it's great, it's BS. And
Everybody
everybody agrees that it's BS. Even people that don't like us agree that it's BS. Much less likely to be trolled with it.
Right. And people would love to put the narrative out that that was taken from one of my Google Meets, blah, blah, blah. No. That's not where it came from. We know exactly who told whom, and then that person went and told other people. And it's hard for me to believe that some of these people don't know where it came from, but whatever, whatever.
Sarah, I didn't say that you knew who it was. I said we know who it is. We know who it was. Didn't say you knew anything. No one's
Wait, Testicle, Diane is more than welcome. I've said this over and over to come up, but she will not. She won't.
Guys, I talked to Wendy, and there's been a lot of lies that Sin has told, and I want to talk to y'all about it tomorrow. She's like, it's been a lot to take in. We'll talk tomorrow. And she came back the next day, and she was like, how do you guys feel about Wendy coming in here? Because she has had communications with Sin since October, and a lot of what she's telling me, and us comparing notes, it is a lot for me to remember, and there are a lot of lies. And people were like, sure, let her come in and break it down. Everybody was like receptive to it.
Did you ever say, I'm on my way?
Never, no, not once.
Okay.
Yeah, never. I never agreed to do that. I had reservations for many reasons. And we had a Google Meet that night, so I was otherwise engaged.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny how when shit starts blowing up, all of a sudden, come talk to me, come to my Discord. Why would I go somewhere where I'm disliked this much? Y'all are literally showing how much you dislike me right now. And then Wendy is being invited into a Discord of people that don't like her. It doesn't make sense.
Because all of a sudden, my tea was good, I guess.
It was piping hot, and they wanted it. Should have got it from Diane. Yeah.
So she asked Wendy to
me
come
too,
in
and I was
and
like, wait,
have.
October?
Yeah,
Some of
but
us
that's
were
like when
wait,
it
October?
happened.
Yeah,
Right, because that's when the whole thing
lie.
happened. But
Yeah.
the whole time, right? The whole time. So
No, there's nothing from October. I don't know what
Diane
you're talking
she
about.
offered the link to the Discord to Wendy to come in there. So that night when this terrible story was told, Wendy had an invitation to come in there, and she could have been, things could have been a lot different that day. But I'm not sure why Diane would invite Wendy into a Destroy Randy Discord where she could just, like have a peek or whatever. But that's what happened. Just so everybody's clear.
She has said, and I've addressed that already on my own channel.
Clarification, clarity.
And then she's also said that she thinks that Randy and I want her channel destroyed.
Mhm.
I don't know why she thought I would come to her.
I love how they make fun of me going,
I know. I guess that means something.
Am I clicking at them?
Everything means something.
Is that a
You don't
click?
do anything. You don't do anything without a purpose behind it. Some
Right.
sinister, horrible purpose.
And talked to her about the sin stuff. But when she came to me and talked to me, I was receptive and I shared with her what I had.
Well, Sarah says in that chat, Diane does not care one way or the other about you, Wendy. Well, Diane says differently to us than what she says to y'all. So I find that odd.
Well, and I, yeah, I mean, Sarah, I don't know if you really believe what you just wrote there. Diane does not care one way or the other about you. I don't know if you really believe that, but it isn't true. So you're lying to us, or you're lying to yourself, or you just don't know. I don't know. You'll have to decide that. But that statement is not true.
Testicle, the reason I won't go on Diane's panel, and one, I made myself a promise I'd never go up there again for certain reasons. And two, my friends get attacked in that chat very badly.
So I don't know what that is. I'm really, I certainly don't hate Diane and I don't want her channel destroyed. But she went from being so giddy and excited for finding the song Misled.
Yeah.
To let's talk about moles. And I'm thinking that is not.
You named your strain Misled. Again, Wendy just nailed it. She was excited because there was a song by Kool and the Gang named Misled, and then did not speak about being misled.
Right. And I get that she doesn't like that things were taken out of her Discord, but I think that also she can see that had they not been taken out of her Discord, we might still be dealing with these lies.
No.
That is what they exposed. They exposed the lies. I don't care about your shit talk. Say whatever you want about me. Don't care. I've never cared. And I'm not asking for more. I didn't ask for that.
Sarah, hold on. Pause for a second. Bless Sarah. I think giddy is probably an overstatement, but that's just me. God bless you.
Pick us apart.
How would you possibly know that? Were you in the conversation with me and Randy and Diane when she was talking about that song? No.
She really was giddy.
She was happy, laughing. She thought it was great. Whatever. Everything we say is a horrible lie, right, Sarah? Everything we say is just lies, 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 lies from the pit of hell.
Yeah, like, look, this is lie. You say it.
For any more information because I don't care. This part is over because sin was exposed.
So yeah, that's just not true. It's your interpretation of what happened in that Discord based off of what the people you're listening to are telling you.
Excuse me. Hold on. No, it isn't. It's my interpretation. It's my interpretation of what happened based on what Diane said to us herself. Not any mole or anybody else. Diane said herself. That's where my interpretation comes from. Jesus.
We only knew what we were told. That's it. By Diane.
It just isn't true. It's not what happened. But we're all supposed to believe it, even though Wendy's not in there. She's just got a person or people telling her what a vicious environment it is and how toxic it is. But like I said, go grab Diane's link, and nothing says you have to stay. Just go in and go for a scroll, read up, and see what happened for yourself. Don't just take somebody's word.
Shout out to Audrey. Sorry, Pickle. Just saw your response. Disagree. Someone strikes the channel 6 times. They want to take that channel down. That's overkill. Amen.
For it, because they say clearly this happened.
Believe me.
And I believe that, Sarah says here, Wendy, it was your community post that made everyone really start confronting sin. And golly, don't that make sense, Wendy? Because that community post is when she came to you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I believe that 100%. Yeah.
No matter what.
I also think it's really funny that they're saying here that they felt misled by Diane's title, only to come live and totally mislead their own audience.
Absolutely.
Like,
who do we mislead?
I don't know, the whole audience, everybody.
Everybody.
You misled everybody.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, just kidding, y'all. This didn't happen. Just kidding. Haha. Isn't it fun?
I love it.
I even timestamped it, right? So it was, let me see.
I'll be right
it was
back.
13, okay, it was like 13 minutes in. Randy made a comment saying that she was, quote, hurt by comments of people who didn't give a shit that my family was lied on. So what that says to me is you were hurt by comments made by people in Diane's chat, and you're saying they didn't care that your family was lied on. And this is after they've now revealed this disgusting lie that Sin only.
Well, now let me break this down for you, Mo. My family was lied on, meaning what I meant 13 minutes into my stream, what I wanted clarified on Diane's panel, which was not clarified, was that I never asked for a damn thing. There had been several streams made that includes my family. If someone is begging, that's my family. That's what I meant. I'm shocked that went over your head, because every single thing that's been told on Diane's panels about me begging for this, begging for that, begging for this was all lies. But then I look in chat and I see people saying, Sin's a good person. Sin's a good person. She's a good person. She's got problems. Yeah, hell yeah, I was upset. Yep. Because not once did Diane say she got up here and lied on Randy. Not one time.
Only told Diane, from what we know, about Randy's family. So you're making people in your chat think that all the comments in there and Diane's, when we were like, this is great, let's move on, like we don't want to talk about Sin anymore, you're making it look like we just brushed under the rug that she came out with that heinous lie about your family. And that's not true, because I was in that voice chat when Diane was just trying to like see what everybody thought about, what to do about Sin. At this point, Sin was already gone from the Discord. There were other stories that had been floating that she cleared up for people, because, and I mean, what really bothers me is it's like this person, meaning Sin, has been going around and telling all these fucking fables, right? About, whatever, all sorts of different topics. And there are more people affected than just Randy and Wendy. And so it really bothers me that when they went live, it seemed like all they could think about was themselves, right? So
then worry about yourselves. We were live about Randy and Wendy.
they made a comment that they hoped part of that exposure that Diane did resulted in people like realizing that they were wrong about Randy and Wendy, and making some sort of a statement, like acknowledging that maybe they had treated Randy and Wendy badly. And Wendy even made a comment of like, we know it's hard for some people to say sorry. I don't know. It just kind of felt like it was like smack in the face after smack in the face. Like I remember so many voice chats being like, trying to like reassure people that some of the issues that were.
Do you remember so many voice chats, Wendy, or do you just remember one?
I don't. I remember. I think I only remember one, honestly. And I don't remember ever saying, I think it's hard for some people to say sorry. I don't remember saying that. Um, and I'm not looking for anyone to apologize either.
No.
So I don't even know why I would have said that. I made a point of acknowledging that Kiki Ramblings apologized because I think it takes guts to do that.
Yes.
And I appreciated that she did that, even though she doesn't particularly like us. I appreciated that she was willing to do that. But I really don't need apologies from any of these people. I just don't.
No.
Sorry.
Mm-mm.
Were going on weren't because people were believing these like ridiculous lies that Sin was telling. And so it just kind of, it feels like no matter what conversations we had behind the scenes, to come live and present it in that way, and for Randy to make that comment, like, you know, you don't give a shit that my family was lied on. So that was 12 minutes, or what did I say, 13 minutes into the live? It
Yeah,
wasn't until like 30 plus minutes in that Wendy made a clarification. And
like
she said,
37 minutes.
No. My family was lied on the minute that Sin got on that panel.
Right. I mean, your family was lied on by more than just that disgusting, horrible story that we're not talking about. Your family was lied
Yeah.
on because you were presented to be this horrible user who only cared about Sin for her money and, you know, all of that. That's what your family was being lied on about.
Yeah.
Was that not clear? Maybe that part wasn't clear. I don't know.
Right. I mean, and what y'all, yes, y'all said, and maybe y'all will repeat this. Y'all did tell us that Sin was a liar. Then when Sin asked y'all about it, did y'all not deny it?
remember,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah, the damage is done. If people
I should
can't
be
stand your
clear.
voice,
Yeah.
they moved on to another stream and it's stuck in their heads like nothing else
Right.
matters. So like they're all
Right.
left
Or-
with
Yeah.
who they assume
Well,
are the
also, like,
ponies.
Yeah, but also say people were
ahead.
triggered by it and they didn't want to hear about it, right? So now you put this story out there. It makes it look like people knew about it and co-signed it, and we're just sitting in this chat being like, Sin's a good
No,
person.
I absolutely did not make it sound like y'all co-signed it. But because y'all didn't like the timing of when I said y'all didn't co-sign it, which was later on in the stream, here we go, right?
And blah blah blah. And then it
I
wasn't.
mean,
until,
I
like,
thought
30
we
minutes
were
in and you said,
clear. I
Mm.
thought that we were clear about saying and knowing that nobody would have supported that story. I thought we were clear about that. Obviously, we weren't, because some people really felt like we were saying that they would have co-signed it. I can't think of anyone that would co-sign a story like that. Even people
No.
that hate us, like really truly hate us deep in their deep in their little black hearts. I think that I don't even think they would believe or co-sign that story. So let alone any of our friends or, ex-friends.
Ex-friends.
I don't think anybody, I can't think of anybody that would have co-signed that. And if I led you guys to believe that I was accusing you of co-signing that, I am truly sorry, because that is not at all what I meant to do or wanted to do or was even thinking about.
No, I agree. Same. I apologize. If y'all thought it was sounding like y'all were in there like cheering on that story, I apologize, because at no time did I ever think that.
Right. I guess that's what I feel like saying. Like, I feel this.
Yeah. Hello.
Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can now.
Sorry, it cut out. I I never thought that anybody co-signed it, so maybe I didn't feel like it needed to be said that I knew that, and obviously it needed to be said because some people really believed that I accused them, or I thought that maybe they would co-sign it, which I never did.
Right. My thing was, if she told Diane this story, who else has she told this story to? And I don't think it was any of the ponies or any of these people on this panel. But she talks to everybody. That is what she does. That's how she gets y'all. That's why y'all feel sorry for her, because she talks to everyone. I guarantee you that y'all know more about Sin's life because she talks about it all the time. And she is a good listener too. And that is what should worry you.
Oh, let me be clear now. Let me just clarify that we're not sure
Mhm.
people in Diane's Discord knew that specific story about Randy's husband. Well, maybe you should have started
No,
with
you were
that.
supposed to come in the voice chat that night, Wendy.
They were
everybody
they were
was
too
waiting on
busy
your fucking
persecuting
ass.
people because their feelers are hurt.
Yeah,
You were
like
supposed to
Hartley.
come in the
No,
voice
hold
chat
on
in
a
that
second.
Discord that night.
No, I wasn't supposed to come in that Discord that night. I'm sorry if you thought otherwise. I never said I would go in there. I was invited in there, yes, and I had to go somewhere else. I was in a Google Meet.
Uber.
So, hey Uber. So no, I wasn't supposed to come in there. And why should I? Why should I go in there? Why should I help you? Honestly, why? Maybe you should have listened to me before. All of a sudden, now what I have to say is so valuable? No. Nah. Sorry.
All of a sudden, we're supposed to think y'all care.
Right. It wasn't because you cared. You thought maybe if I said enough, I'd tell who the moles were, or you wanted the accurate tea because maybe Diane wouldn't, didn't remember everything that we talked about because it was a lot. And it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But why should I do any favors for people who fucking hate me? Like, why would I? Why would I go in there? Yeah, no
And
thanks.
I gotta say, I really feel like this stream proved our point.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like us. Here's why. We would have talked. We would have spoken. But no. That didn't happen.
And you
Yep.
never came the night that fucking Diane told the story. And
Right.
Diane, I remember like the before and after, like I was working, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna miss this one. Like Diane prefaced it as you're gonna want to hear this juicy story. No, she said, well, since there's things that are gonna make me want to back off of Sin, and here's why. And would you guys be okay with Wendy coming in and also like explaining why it's so bad? Like she didn't fucking like hit towards anything bad, right? Maybe that's why I wasn't like gung ho on like being there right on time, but I did kind of want to hear it, so I made sure at work I was like sneaking an earbud in. I'm like, don't want to miss it, because if you can, like you're gonna sneak it in. And
Right.
it was a little bit after it started, and I'm also at work, so I'm not fully paying attention. I was trying to listen, and yeah, like I didn't hear anything like that. I heard it honestly the first time I heard it, and it like struck a nerve with me, like actually like absorbed into my brain, was when Randy was like talking about it.
No,
Not
y'all
because
said
she was
sneak
lying,
it in
was
and it made me
the
laugh.
replay. Yeah, slip it in, just the tip.
All right. Onward.
Was
Kimberly,
hoping-
thank you.
I was just hoping that
Gets
part
way
of the
better.
exposure
So.
would be people realizing,
The exposure.
maybe, I don't know, treated us badly, been wrong about some things he said. I don't know, something like that, maybe.
Yeah, but
Yeah, maybe the ones in chat saying, I knew Randy was the only friends with Sin for money. Or the ones in chat saying, yeah, Randy begged, blah, 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 blah. That's what we thought. But nah, it didn't happen, and that's okay. Keep it.
And the only person that has been woman enough to apologize for the way they treated us has been Kiki Ramblings, and I appreciate that.
Shout out to Kiki Ramblings.
thank you.
Shout out to Kiki Ramblings, but not for
You
this.
don't have to be friends and you don't have to like me. But I appreciate you being willing to say, look, I called
Wendy
this wrong.
wants
and I'm
everyone
sorry.
to suck
And
her
that's
dick
really
and
all it-
say, "You don't say."
Yeah, I didn't understand what you said there, Kimmy, because you kind of faded off. But I don't need anyone to suck my dick, actually. Thanks. Appreciate the offer, but no thank you. But
Kiki's a bad
that's weird,
habit.
by the way.
She'll say what she
Yeah,
needs.
that's weird. That's weird that popped into her head.
In the channel YouTube slightly below.
I don't know. I'm in shock, and I know that. Oh gosh, I'm in shock. We were misled about this stream. That's how I feel.
We were. I mean, a heads up, hey, I've changed my mind about, because we didn't tell Diane what to say. She was telling us what she was going to say.
I'm hurt. I think Wendy is too, and I know y'all hate it when I use that word. At the comments of the people who didn't give a shit that my family was lied on.
Yeah, maybe you need to tell that story so people can understand what we're dealing with here.
And also keep in mind, before Diane's live, they knew this story, but they were still in chat saying, Sin's a good person. Sin's a good person. Sin only lied on Sin.
And don't worry, I skipped that part, so just bear with me for a moment.
And I'm just talking about the ones that were in chat, that voice chat, that were told. If you didn't know that story, then that does not include you. Can I make that clear? I don't know who all was in voice chat.
But I was taking Jim's side.
Okay.
I needed $2,500 for an attorney. That's the kind of bullshit that's been spewed over there. That's what they're not talking about, is the lies that's been told on my family.
So what did you want? Did you want us to spread it? I mean, we all thought to ourselves when we heard it, oh, this is gross. And granted, it was on a voice chat. Okay, the voice chat was scheduled a day or whatever in advance. Diane was a little bit late. People were still, it was like evening time. People were still doing things with their families. I even came in late. So I didn't even hear that part of the story myself. I know that some of the people that were in your chat didn't hear it and weren't made privy to it because guess what? Nobody went back and talked about it in Discord. So nobody knew.
Pause for a second. Look at Wendy V's comment. Wendy loves this shit. And then Mandy Bell says, Wendy V, she does. Randy needs to pick her friends fucking better. Jesus.
Listen,
I don't even know what to say to that. What a ridiculous.
I can agree that my picker is messed up, but not with Wendell.
There is not anything about this that I like. You're so fucking dumb.
Right.
Absolute stupidity. Wendy V and Mandy Bell, neither one of you even know me.
At all.
You don't know anything about me at all.
Nor me.
It's hilarious that you speak on me the way you do. It's so fucking weird. Obsessed.
Yes, sweetie.
Fucking obsessed.
Yeah. All we need is her on the panel going, right?
Knew that had happened in Diane's because nope, it was dead. It died there. But you guys are trying to convince everybody right now that
Alex, did it die there?
people knew and were defending it. And that's not true.
Then she tells her, she said, but then I saw them eating Thanksgiving dinner together. And so Randy lied to me about it for $2,500.
Right. So it became Randy wanted $2,500 so badly that she made up this disgusting story about Jim smiling at Thanksgiving. So, she busted Randy out in her attempted scheme.
Yeah.
And when I heard that story, and it still is, honestly, I just realized my mouth was hanging open. Like, what kind of brain comes up with that shit? What kind of demented brain comes up with that shit?
So y'all sat over there and praised Diane for doing the right thing and baking sourdough bread. And I get why she don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole, but I can guarantee you, if she was the one that was lied on this way, if she was the one that those stories have been told about, if she was the one that I was back behind the scenes begging for proof of that she asked for anything, the tables would be completely turned.
Now, what she said is you guys are begging, like not you, she's saying Diane is begging Sin for dirt on Randy, which is not the case. You guys are in that server too.
No, what I said was, if the tables were turned, this would have went completely different, right?
I know, Shauna. Hey, Kathy.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Never once have I went to anybody to ask for dirt on Diane. Never.
No, never.
Nor has people came to me with dirt and me accept it. And I've gotten tons of emails. No, I don't even read them because I don't care.
Sin called everybody to a voice. She's like, hey, guys, I got some stuff to tell y'all. Come to a voice chat. And that's when she started talking about this latest situation where she's sending Wendy all this information and her claims and stuff. Now, Sin put all that stuff in the Discord. Whether or not people looked at it or not, I can't tell you. But what I can tell you is I looked at it. And what she put in the Discord wasn't proof to me either. So I can see how Wendy came to her conclusion that Sin wasn't being truthful because what she showed was proof of giving money to Randy, not proof of Randy asking for money about other various things, groceries.
So another classic case of manufactured drama. Yeah, manufactured drama.
You're right. We just made all this up. You're right.
Yeah.
I sometimes wonder if people don't even understand big words. Do you not understand what that word means, Wendy V? Manufactured?
Or Veruca. It's more manufactured than NC House.
Okay, perfect. Well said. Yeah, this isn't so we made all this up, Wendy V. Is that your conclusion? All right. Way to contribute. Well done.
You nailed it.
And whatnot. It was proof that Sin was a giving person, not that Randy was a taking person. But that's what Sin presented it as. Also, the same thing about the family stuff that I don't want to talk about. I saw it the same way that Wendy did because Sin put it all in there. But Sin is putting that information to us, just like she's giving it to you, Wendy. Hey guys, look at this. It is a fact. And if you
Oh, that must have been the end of my clip, which luckily we don't have that much more to go because I have to get ready for a party. All right, let's see.
Right,
Y'all, I
Daddy.
had
Smart move, girl.
3 clips, but one would not save to my phone. So that may be a blessing, honestly, because I do have to get ready.
Be careful. I'm going to go ahead and remove your comment because you're not even close. And I can't decide if you're trolling or if you just wrote that out really, really badly. But no, you're not even a little bit close.
What the fuck?
Sorry, that was me.
To me with that bullshit. Now she's over there.
But wait a minute. I know she didn't come straight to you, but she did talk to you two before. So I'm sure that was part of the conversation. And you mean to tell me you didn't think she was going to go back and mention any of it? Like when she mentioned it to us, it was more along the lines of, this is how far off things are. Okay. It wasn't like.
Yeah. That's how we took it too. Okay. But what we didn't know was Diane was going to repeat the story. Okay. We thought it was just the 3 of us that were going to know about that. And whomever else Sin went to, and we would find out later. Didn't know she was going to go back in a voice chat and tell people.
Like, let me tell you what Sin thinks Jim did. It was, this is how far gone the situation is. And you guys need to know it so that if she's trying to contact any of you, you are aware of what she is capable of. That's how it was presented, not like how you guys are trying to make it. And if you would give someone an opportunity to communicate to you, even though you're so mad I wouldn't let you on my panel and I wouldn't have a conversation with you, Randy, over what you did, you won't give me the opportunity to talk.
Did she seriously just say that?
She said that, and I'm going to bump it back because listen to this, y'all.
That's hilarious. If you would give someone the opportunity to talk to you,
right,
like you did, I believe that you were asked several times to have a conversation. You said no. Randy tries to get up on your panel. You say no. You absolutely refused to talk.
I know, Olivia. I know. Right.
But somehow it's Randy's fault that y'all didn't talk. Oh my God, the gaslighting! I can't.
I know, and I love the gaslighting that comes up after this is said too. So let's see.
And if you would give someone an opportunity to communicate to you, even though you're so mad I wouldn't let you on my panel and I wouldn't have a conversation with you.
Not mad at all, hon. Not even a little.
You, Randy, over what you did. You won't give me the opportunity to talk, and you definitely won't hear what I have to say. And that's why I'm doing it here.
Listen, when I'm talking, you're going to be quiet.
That's a
what
lie.
she said.
That is not what I said. What I said was how a conversation works is when I speak, you're quiet, and when you speak, I'm quiet. And that is how a conversation with adults go. Or you're both speaking at the same time and no one's hearing each other. That's exactly what I said.
Wonder why Wendy didn't come to her?
Why would I? Why would I?
Putting out stories about me and my husband and my children, and you didn't think you could come. You didn't come to us. And if those so-called moles hadn't have busted them out, this is what would be on streams, the telling of this story.
It would. I believe that.
But wait, it's on your stream. Yours is the only one.
It's my family. Derp.
The
Or
one
the fact
and
that she told
only.
I asked her for money 27 times, but couldn't come up with one bit of proof that it happened.
Not one. Everything that I wrote on there is true.
Oh, you never, okay, Bex. You never heard it? It wasn't dropped? Okay.
Everything that's on my community page is true, you guys. All of the stuff that she tried to tell me, it's all true, and I can prove every single word.
Don't ever fucking talk to Bex like that again, you fucking stupid,
And
vapid
this,
cunts. How about that? You could try to kill yourself like 5 times, Randy, and it doesn't equate to talking shit to Bex. Don't fucking do it again.
story that Randy just told. This was new.
Yeah, we didn't even know.
Didn't even know that part.
Y'all heard that, right?
Nobody.
I just want to make sure everybody heard that.
Bex, who has talked shit all in this chat, that used to speak to me, and I'm threatened. What are you going to do, Kimmy? Show me your boobs again?
He
There's
did.
a small piece of me that I wish I didn't know,
Hunt rag.
but then I needed to know because I need to know the next dickhead that's going to let her on their panel what's coming.
Exactly. I think that's the point, is that the community needs to know, because
And there's where I explain it, and it goes right over Derp and Derper's head.
I'm sure there are still people in this community
What's
that
up,
are talking to
Smokey?
her, they feel sorry for her, think she was done dirty, and God only knows what else. You need to understand
Nobody
what you're dealing
literally
with.
fucking touched
And
it.
you don't have to like us.
Listen.
You don't have to support
No.
us or anything like that, but you need to know the truth. And that is what I was hoping Diane would come do, not as our friend or our ally, but as a truth teller.
Yeah.
Be a truth teller. She asked me what she should say. I said, tell the truth.
A truth teller.
I mean, I felt like Diane told the truth. I felt like look, when we talked
but
about,
according to them, she's not. Like 2 nights
No, that's not true. We didn't say she told the truth. We said she's, just skimmed over it. No, different one, Bloomingo.
ago, she was not a truth teller. Like, you can't have her be a fucking truth teller or whatever they described her as right before that.
No. She told her to be a truth teller. This is when she's, 5 deep? I don't know. And they talk about, their comprehension skills, and they're not using them. Diane said, what do I say? And Diane said, and Wendy said, tell the truth.
Yes, Diane asked me several times what she should say, how she should say it. She even suggested that we all get up there together. She really didn't, and I don't know, maybe she was overwhelmed because it was a lot of information.
Mhm.
Maybe she just didn't want to be bothered with it anymore because it was over. I don't know. I can't speak for what she thought or why she made her decision. I can only go by what she told us at the time.
Right.
And she did. She asked me what she should say. And I said, just tell the truth. Tell them.
And I'm sure, like you said, Diane was fed up at this point. I'm telling you, when you're told a bunch of lies over and over and over, you're exhausted. I'll give her that. You're absolutely exhausted.
That. Like, you can't do that and then be like, well, Diane didn't do the thing we told her to do the thing, and like poke it with a stick.
right.
You were like, oh, I hope she does. And I told Diane, and I'm sure your quote mole would have told you this 2 or 3 days ago, your time. Like, I said in the chat, don't do it, Diane. Don't take the bait. But not even about, and that was me not even fucking knowing she said, so what should I go live about? And I was like, well, Diane, to be honest, we had a huge problem. That was our problem with
Diane said, what should I go live about?
Randy and Wendy going live about sin. Wendy did a huge live by herself, like without Randy, and Randy lied to everyone and said, listen, y'all, I'm offline. I'm in a bad way. I wasn't there. She was trying to get up on the fucking StreamYard backstage.
Which you went back and explained. You said that, actually. Remember? You posted in there?
Yeah.
You said, actually, I forgot about that. You're right. I did that. Yes.
Mhm.
I remember you posted it in the Discord and said that.
Yes.
I guess we forgot
Which
about
wasn't
that.
I did forget. Yeah.
Nothing to see. Randy was gone, but Wendy went live and like defended her honor.
No. Diane said that Wendy caused the whatever, or Diane said whatever she said, and she was defending herself.
Yeah, I was
Speedy.
defending myself. Is she talking about the stream that I did when Diane said that if I hadn't done what I'd done, none of this would have happened to her channel?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I was defending myself. I don't know who else I would be defending. I was defending myself.
Unless it's I'll have to go look, but that's the only one I remember.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to believe? Like, she went live defending all the the sin stuff. Go ahead, Alex.
Well, I mean, Diane, I don't even think she defended it. She just gave a platform, and yeah, she did admit.
No, Wendy.
Oh well.
Wendy just like went live to like talk about the whole Randy Sin thing, and she went, and that's when I was still on board with Wendy. Like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
like, and I was still, honestly, I was still like, I wasn't like done. I'm still like, well, I mean, I guess I have to be done now with the two of them, but I mean, I felt like I was done a long time ago with.
Yeah, no, you've been
only
done
because
for
I
a
was
while
trying to
to
like.
me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know
We've
what.
been done.
Yeah, you've not been a player in a minute, so that's all right. It's okay. But I don't know what you're talking about as far as I don't even know if she knows what she's talking about. I mean, has she even said a sentence yet? I'm hearing a
Mm-mm.
lot of fumbling, a lot of giggling. I don't even know what I'm hearing at this point anymore. You're making
Little
no
bit of
sense at all.
spittle coming out.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
sloppy. And then
and
I'm looking at Jana's comment. She said, "Truth teller, they can't tell the truth." What did we not tell the truth about,
well,
Jana?
okay, I'm going to
What is she even talking
make up
about?
for Jana here. Jana apologized for everything she said. So
Okay, well that's fine. Like, I'm not even mad. I'm not mad. I'm confused. What is it that we can't tell the truth about? What did you even mean?
yeah,
I don't understand any of this, but whatever.
yeah. We've told zero lies, even though, you can't believe Randy. She told Natasha something once that was the complete truth, but, can't believe her, which I have profusely apologized for. You didn't hold me accountable. I held myself accountable. I love how you spin that. It's great every time.
Right.
But it's fine that you tell yourself that. Keep it up. You're doing good. You're killing it. And I don't even think we have to play anymore. There is a part in this stream, and the reason I'm not is because I don't have much longer to be on here. There's a part in this stream where she says she calls me old, like I'm way too old to like hang out with them. I think the word you were looking for was mature. There's a part in here where she calls me a hillbilly, e-begging, a moonshine drinking hillbilly something. E-beggar. Now, so yeah, you're done with us. But we've been done with you. I don't know. Maybe you didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say to them. Well, it's fine. Hopefully this can be done. We're going to have to agree to disagree on many of these issues, I think, because I'm going to see it my way and you're going to see it your way, and never the two shall meet. And that is fine. As far as I'm concerned, a line was drawn in the sand last night. As far as my personal relationships go, and I will not be continuing personal relationships with some of the things I saw last night. And I hope you understand why.
Yeah.
And I'm fine to never, ever, ever speak to you or about you ever again. I'm fine with that.
And let me say for the record, Pickle, ask them what they think of you.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah. I'm not going to hold back anymore. Ask them exactly how they think you hear things that aren't there and see things that aren't there. How about
that? Hey, call it as I see it. It's right. Hey, Deb A. I love you so much.
I love you too. Deb A, I love you. So, and how about you leave Deb A alone? Leave if that person if Bex can be off limits, which that's fine with me. I didn't even know that she wasn't in the chat or whatever. And Bex, if I hurt you, I apologize. Deb A's off limits. How about that? Leave her the fuck alone. She can't come into a chat without being attacked. And you have no idea what you're doing. Love you too, Jenny Jen. Member for 43 months.
Dang, 43 months.
Yeah.
So long. But yeah, Christina Flint. Isn't that amazing?
I'm not playing these games. I'm just not. You don't like what I say? Don't fucking listen. But if you're going to say fucked up things about me, be ready to stand behind it. Bet our moonshine costs more than that cheap beer you were sucking down. No. I love you, Deb. But yeah,
Yeah, Deb isn't rude. She doesn't go in being rude or nasty. She doesn't go in throwing insults around. She goes in and asks questions politely. She gets jumped every time by you nasty hags.
Hey, Tracy.
Leave her the fuck alone. Leave her alone. She's off limits.
Yeah. But the thing is, we're not going to bring up personal things about you and threaten you. We're just going to ask you nicely. Can you leave her alone, please?
Yeah, I don't have to say something vile to make my point.
Yeah.
But
because
anyway, since Diane was promoting the stream, we felt like we should come live and address some of the things that we took issue with.
Yeah, I was, again, I'm going to say this and then go. When I saw that Diane had shared that stream, I mean, I wrote up under there, are you fucking nuts? And of course, Diane liked the other person's comment that's like, Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day. Sorry.
All right.
But I'm like, are you fucking nuts? But I went to her in private too. Nothing.
Yeah.
I know y'all are shocked. All right, y'all. I got to get ready for a party. You got anything else to say?
Nope.
Dear?
Thank you guys for everyone who stands up for the truth and for what's right. I appreciate you, and I see it.
It wasn't like you, no, Testicle. It does. It means everything. It means everything to the people that stand with us because we're all equal here. That's what the winner circle is. No one is above anyone. And if you're not a member, join. My goal is to have 200 members. Y'all have a great day. I am. And I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye, guys.